straight three, set, hop. Ready?
Yes.
I never wanted to be a coach, so it was my worst nightmare. And I think my day as a swimmer, you know, the coaches were hard and a different type of style of a coach to today. So I got out of swimming and became a flight attendant for 15 years. And then it was only when I had my 2 children that I was sitting beside the pool and they were looking for a junior coach to fill in that my evolution of coaching started. So right fin, left paddle. Each year I kept on fighting that I was a coach. I basically said that I was just helping out. I was giving back to the athletes. And each year I would get a couple of more athletes, and it's like a snowball. It just kept on happening. And I remember my very first athlete that I took the state titles won a bronze medal in the 100 breaststroke. And that was when she was 12 years old. I don't think I really identified myself as a coach until I made the junior Australian team in 2017, and my daughter Lani was on that team. Stop the hands.
And the one thing about Janelle, she's got a whole range of qualities. Very empathetic in terms of like being able to understand and listen to people. Certainly since I've started the role here, I've felt like I've really got a wing woman in that space. I think also there's a breadth of knowledge, and she's sat in lots of different seats. So she's sat in the coaching seat, she's sat in the athlete seat, she's sat in the parent seat. And I just think that inside the ecosystem that we've got is quite a unique set of eyes and set of experience. And the other one is, in terms of, I think that's really important, is that her very strong core values, and in terms of around integrity, around, you know, kindness, around the way you treat people and the way you respect people.
I've had probably more female coaches than male coaches throughout my career. All the coaches have different styles, and it's just about if the coach can tailor their style to a style of swimmer. I think Janelle's got a good ability to be able to see what the swimmer needs at that point and say, okay, this is what we're going to do to get the most out of this session, get the most out of this week. I just trust what she does and how she approaches her coaching.
I don't think kids really know any difference. I think it's the parents that see the difference. And sometimes parents will see women as being soft, you know, not being the hard coach. Whereas, you know, when you see a coach, it's not about being hard, it's just about trying to get the best out of the athlete whilst they're enjoying their journey. I suppose my philosophy is always being able to provide an avenue for the athlete, person first, athlete second, to be the very best they could be. And if that means winning the regional championships or winning the Olympic gold medal, that's them being the best they could be. But also teaching them life journeys. They can take these life lessons on in their future self, future jobs.
I don't think it's an issue that's being faced just in Australia. I think worldwide the same thing is presenting itself. And I think we really have to accept the challenge, back ourselves. We are good enough. We might be really good enough.
Seeing the lack of female coaches, but also just the response sometimes to the female coach, and then realising what I had to offer.
Part of why I chose to go into my job is because of Janelle. If I hadn't had a female coach that was so influential, but then also showing that you can be just as strong and tough and confident and independent as all the other male coaches.
My passion is to empower coaches, not just female, but coaches. And it's to help them move through that coaching process and finding ways to help them be the best they can be. It's just the same as I do with athletes. If you see it and you see someone else doing it, it inspires to someone else to say, well, I can do that. For each coach that I can inspire to be the best them, that's success in my mind.